right, let's do a little review on mean, median, and mode, and then we're going to add to it a little bit. So in Mrs. Kress's advisory, there was a game and some students won candy. Alexis has 1. Mia cleaned up with 5. Anna has 2. Nina got 4. Marcella got 2. And Una got 4. So let's see if we can organize this data. So to organize this data, I'm going to put it into a dot plot. So the smallest number of candies is 1 and the biggest is 5. So I've made my line of 1 to 5. And Alexis has 1, so I'm going to put a dot at 1. Mia has 5, so I'm going to put a dot at 5. Anna has 2, so I put a dot at 2. Nina has 4, so I put a dot at 4. And Marcella has 2, so another dot at 2. And Una has 4, so another dot at 4. So there is my dot plot that shows this information. If I wanted to put the numbers, write them out in order, I have a 1, I have 2 2s, I don't have any 3s, I have 2 4s, and a 5. So now if I want to find the mean, the median, and the mode. The mean is the average. We add them all up and divide by how many we have. So 1 plus 2 is 5, 10, 14, 18. So we have 18 divided by, and there's 6. So 18 divided by 6 equals 3. For our median, we need to find the middle number. Well, there's 6, which is an even number, so I know that there's not going to be just one number in the middle. So if I cross out the first one and the last one, and then again the first one and the last one, I am left with these two numbers, 2 and 4. So my median is right in the middle of 2 and 4. So some of you, most of you I hope, already know what the median is, the middle. You know that between 2 and 4 is 3. No need to add it up. If you didn't know, you could say 2 plus 4 equals 6, divided by 2 is 3. So our mean and our median happen to be the same. Our mode, what do I have the most of? Well, I've got 2 2s and 2 4s. So my mode is 2 and 4. So that's a review on dot plots, mean, median, mode. But now let's add something to that. Let's look at range. Range tells us not about the center, but it tells us how spread out our data is. And it's the high minus the low. So in this case, our high value is 5 and our low value is 1. So our range is 5 minus 1, which is 4. So we have mean, median, mode, and range. One more thing we want to add to this. All right, so now we're going to look at changing the data a little bit. The girls all had some candy, but I've got a big bag. My bag has 332 Jolly Ranchers. So let's add that in and see what happens. If I have 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 5, and 332. So to find our mean, we had 18. If we add 18 to 332, that's going to give us 350. And this time we have 7, so we're going to divide by 7 instead of 6, and we're going to get a mean of 50. So if we equally shared all of the Jolly Ranchers, each of the 7 of us would get 50. Let's look at the median. The median is our middle. So our middle, now we have 7, so we're going to have actually 1 in the middle. Cross out the beginning and the end, the beginning, the end, the beginning, the end, and our median is 4. The mode really didn't change. We still have 2 and 4 as our mode. Our range is our high minus our low. Well, our high certainly changed. Now we have 332 and our low is 1, so our range is 331. When we have a number that is way higher or way lower than all the other numbers, it's called an outlier because it lies out far away from all the other numbers. And an outlier can have a big impact on your mean. If we look, our mean went from 3 to 50. Our median went up 1. Our mode stayed the same, and our range went up about 300. So that outlier has a big impact on the mean and the range, because the range tells you how spread out, and when you have one really high or really low number, you're going to spread all of your data out more. So that's what an outlier, and you'll learn a little bit more about outliers as you get into statistics in high school. There's some specific formulas for them, but for now, just know that an outlier is a number that's far away from all the other ones. When you do your practice today in the Socrative and also in the Khan Academy, make sure that you're reading the questions carefully. Make sure that you're reading whether you're finding the mean, the median, or the mode, because I see students miss questions all the time because they think they're finding the mean, but the question actually asked for the median, or they think they're finding the median, but the question actually asked for mode. So be sure you're reading carefully, and now you can go on to your independent practice.